I still don't know what I saw that night, but it changed me. It felt real and it scared me to my bones. I live in a small town near American Fork, Utah. It's the kind of place where everybody knows everyone else, and nothing much really happens. Quiet streets, a few shops, and a lot of open space. You don't expect anything weird here. But one night, something weird did happen. Something I still can't explain. It was a warm summer night, and I had spent the evening at a friend's house a few towns over. It was late, probably close to 11 p.m., when I finally got in my car to head home. The roads were almost empty, and the moon was bright, making the dark highway look a little less scary than usual. The road I was on was a stretch between American Fork and Pleasant Grove. I'd driven it 100 times before, usually without any trouble. It's just a simple two-lane road, lined with tall pine trees on both sides, and it cuts through a patch of forest before opening up to farmland. I was driving along, listening to some quiet music, when I noticed something on the right side of the road. At first, I thought it was just a person standing there, maybe hitchhiking or something. But as I got closer, something felt off. The figure didn't move. It was standing perfectly still, like a statue. I slowed down because I wanted to see it better, but it wasn't waving or making any kind of motion. It just stood there, staring straight ahead, or maybe at me. The streetlight nearby flickered once, then went out, leaving the figure in the pale glow of the moon. The skin looked wrong, grayish, almost like a bad painting. And the eyes were the worst part. They were too shiny, too black, like glass marbles reflecting the light. I felt a cold knot in my stomach, but I didn't stop. I kept driving slowly, and the figure didn't move at all. My heart was beating faster, and I could feel my hands getting sweaty on the steering wheel. Then, out of nowhere, the figure stepped off the edge of the road and started walking toward my car. Not fast, just a slow, steady walk. My mouth went dry. I hit the brakes and stopped. The air felt heavier, colder, even though it was a warm night. My headlights shone right on the figure now, and I could see more details. The face was pale and stretched tight over the skull, with thin lips and a sharp nose. It had no hair. The thing lifted one long, skinny arm and pointed down the road. I looked in the direction it was pointing, but there was nothing. Just the empty highway, disappearing into the dark woods. I blinked, then looked back. The figure was gone. I sat there, frozen, for what felt like minutes. I kept scanning the roadside, but the trees were still, no movement, no sign of anyone. After a while, I forced myself to start the car again and drive home, my hands still shaking. When I got home, I told myself it was just a weird trick of the light, or maybe I was tired. But that feeling didn't leave me. For days afterward, I felt like someone was watching me. Sometimes at night, I'd hear strange noises outside, footsteps crunching on gravel or soft whispers in the wind. But when I looked, nothing was there. I talked to a few friends about what happened, but they laughed it off, saying I was imagining things or that maybe I'd seen a homeless person. But it didn't feel like a person. Not really. One night, a week later, I was driving the same road again, coming back from a late shift at work. I kept glancing to the side, half expecting to see that thing again, but the road was empty. Then, near the spot where I'd stopped before, my headlights caught a flash of something in the trees. Just a glimpse. I slowed down, heart pounding, and saw a pair of eyes reflecting back at me from the darkness. They were the same shiny, black eyes. I didn't stop this time. I kept driving, but those eyes stayed with me, burned into my mind. I've been thinking about what it could have been. Some kind of animal? No, the shape was wrong. Some drunk or homeless person? I don't think so. They don't stand still like statues. A few people in town have told me about strange things they've seen on that road late at night. Shadows moving without cause, weird noises, even cars breaking down with no reason. One older guy said the area used to be a logging camp decades ago, and there were rumors of people disappearing or dying there. But no one really knows for sure. I haven't gone back there at night since. Every time I drive near that spot, I get a sick feeling in my stomach, like something's waiting just off the road, watching. I don't know if I'm crazy or if something really was there that night. All I know is that I saw something, and it was not normal. something that doesn't belong. And sometimes when I'm alone at night, I swear I can still feel those cold eyes on me, just like they were watching me from the side of the road. If you ever find yourself driving that stretch between American Fork and Pleasant Grove late at night, be careful, because whatever it is, it's still out there, waiting